They want Daniel Radcliffe to play Wolverine.
He's too short.
No,
I think Daniel Radcliffe...
That's why he's perfect, because Wolverine is a short character.
I know.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He's 5'5". Are you talking about Daniel Radcliffe or Wolverine?
Wolverine's
like
I know
5'6" or 5'7".
What?
Yes.
Wait. What?
Wait, no, you're lying.
What? Since when?
Look it up.
How tall is Hugh Jackman?
He's well. That's what I'm saying. That's why people were initially.
That's how I think of
He
Wolverine.
might be a little bit tall. He might be 5'7" or 5'8", but he's not.
He's 5'3". My face down. What? Wait, how tall is Hugh Jackman?
The whole reason, reason why I was surprised that they wanted Daniel Radcliffe to do that is like it doesn't really make sense until I found out that Daniel Radcliffe is 5'5".
Okay, but the thing is also, I just want everyone to know that Brett sometimes enjoys when Hollywood does not, shall we say, grow characters that need to be. When I came back from watching the Spider-Man movie, which I don't really follow it, but he was like, one of the things I love about that movie is that they let Tom Holland date Zendaya
and be shorter
without being taller. And I was like, that's a very solid point. No. Wolverine is what?
5'3".
Yes, and then
always?
Hugh
Has he always? Since when?
Yep.
Apparently, so I just searched it up. Hugh Jackman
I
is
thought he was 5'5", but
Hugh Jackman
No,
is 6'3".
you're wrong.
I was wrong.
Okay, 6'3".
In the original Wolverine comic book, he's 5'3".
What?
Yes.
He
That's
is
why people want
30
Daniel.
centimeters off.
I thought they just wanted Daniel Radcliffe because he's like incredibly talented.
I mean,
Like, I know we always say Harry Potter, but like he has done a ton of stuff really well. I saw him perform on Broadway and How to Succeed in Business
Oh,
Without
you
Really
did?
Trying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's very talented.
it's funny. Like there's whenever there was a CinemaSins about about the Harry Potter movie, or not CinemaSins. There's like a honest trailer, like the film's franchise that launched Daniel Radcliffe to become a perfectly serviceable movie star.
Oh, see, I've seen him perform in theater, and I thought he was great. I think also like he does have a lot to come up to. Like, I think it's easy for critics to pick on someone who like was a child star, so to speak, like especially extremely successful.
Well, they get. I think that Emma Watson got the brunt of like the child acting jokes in those movies.
I think a bunch of them do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've heard that like Rupert Grint, who plays Ron Weasley, like kind of never totally had success because like they expected so much of him coming from Harry Potter, and he just never
I don't think
quite.
he wanted to.
I have no idea.
He bought his ice cream truck, and
He's never talked to me about it personally, but I think he did do some theater.
she's like, I talk to him about a lot of stuff. I don't talk to Rupert Grint about his
I'm
acting.
just kidding. But like with Daniel Radcliffe, I've always kind of admired that he didn't just coast on his laurels, and he did pick some really bold and weird projects.
He definitely went the avant-garde route,
Right,
in
and
a
I
lot of
think
ways.
that's cool. And like I said, I did see him perform. I've seen him perform a couple times on Broadway, and he really is talented, in my opinion.
What was it like?
He played a really high energy character, which I thought was interesting because he had just come off of the very angsty part of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And he like there's a lot of choreography. At one point in the show, he like had to it was like he was climbing the frame of the theater, like just but as if he were walking, and like there was physical elements to it. He performed the character well. I don't know. I thought that's why they wanted. I had no idea this was like a pro short guy thing.
It's no. I wanted to do another list for you.
I'm like significantly taller than Wolverine, is what I'm.
Yes, you are. You're quite a bit taller than Wolverine.
Does that
But
blow your mind?
Do you have adamantium claws?
No, but what I'm thinking is like, how big are wolves? Like, if you got a real life wolf and stood it on its back paws, like, how tall would a wolf be? Anyway, so this is a list game.
Well, originally because the idea was like people keep hearing that he got cast as Wolverine, which is not true, and then people keep coming up to him and like, I heard you got cast as Wolverine. Good job, and he's like, that's not what.
But do you think eventually they'll be like, do you just want to play Wolverine?
I don't know. That
seems to already be happening.
I imagine that something like this is like 10 years ago, it would have benefited them more to hire somebody with less credibility, or not credibility, with less of a name.
So they could build a franchise.
They could build a franchise around them. I don't know if they necessarily want to do that with him, but now everyone's lining up to play these characters. So
is there a Wolverine project in the works, or did someone just suddenly start a rumor that they're like, if they do Wolverine, it's Daniel Radcliffe?
I think most of it's because Marvel recently regained the rights to the X-Men. They can now bring him into the Marvel universe. So it says one star who frequently keeps popping up on casting speculation lists is Harry Potter star Daniel Radcliffe.
Casting speculation list created by no one in particular.
Though he's not Canadian like the X-Men hero, and as we know today, if you're going to pretend to be somebody else, you have to be exactly like that person you're pretending to be.
Yep.
Controversial statement. He's relatively relatively
But
short.
to be fair, Canada was a part of the Commonwealth,
is
so they all report to Queen Elizabeth. They're really not a big deal there.
Yes, exactly. So it says he is relatively short in stature and capable of exuding the charisma and charm that fans have gone on to love from Wolverine. While the star hasn't been confirmed as the mutant, he'd like to make it clear that he doesn't know anything about it. Speaking with Phase Zero podcast, the Harry Potter star cleared the air regarding the Wolverine casting rumors. There he talks about which many have taken to their heart as gospel. So what that means is manipulative magazines are have written some article where the headline was very dubiously phrased, and they kind of read it at as they were passing by, and then it stuck in their brain.
Be like there's one person at like AV Club or wherever this started who was like, I believe in this casting choice and I have no ability to make it happen. But you know what I do have?
I can start the
I
rumor.
can start a rumor. I can suggest it and then perhaps it'll manifest itself.
Somebody needs to make a skit where they're like going around the office. They're like, I wonder who it is. And there's just one guy wearing a Wolverine shirt
Well,
every
I feel
day.
like it'd be the equivalent of like if someone were to be like, Tim, I heard that Joe Biden is coming on Timcast, and somehow like with enough rumor got that to happen. Or like if they were like, oh my gosh, Brett, I had no idea Zendaya was coming on, and somehow it gets to Zendaya on Twitter, and she's like, okay, I guess I'll come.
She's like, it's not in my schedule. I better call and make sure. And then we just kind of go around like, yes, we do have you on our schedule for.
We don't know where this started. Did you want to come to us, or were we coming to you?
Perfect. This is perfect. So, then there's other list. It says who should be the next Wolverine. Charlie Hunnam. Do you guys? Either of you watch Sons of Anarchy?
Oh, that's how. Okay,
Who is he?
He's from he was in Pacific Rim as well, but Sons of Anarchy is what he's best known for. He plays
I recognize
Is he
him
Canadian?
He's I don't know if he's Canadian. That's a very good question. Henry Cavill. Apparently Henry Cavill can just play every character because every time there's a list like
they
this,
just look at him and they're like, you're supposed to be some kind of superhero. Which wasn't he already Superman?
he's already
So
Superman.
don't we like check him off the list? He can't then like be another one?
No, they want to cast him for every superhero
He
role.
could just be every superhero.
Can you imagine if it's just like, who should be the Green Lantern? Henry Cavill.
There you go. Ryan Reynolds again.
They're like, he's like, I don't know. They're like, okay, so you got that movie. His agent is talking to him. You got that movie. And he's like, which one? They're like, I don't even know. Some superhero thing.
Well, he's like, because he's a huge geek. He loves this culture. Like when he got the role of Superman, he missed the call from his agent because he was playing WoW. He was playing. He's literally in the middle of like a World of Warcraft campaign. Scott Eastwood. Yes, that is Clint Eastwood's son. And if you look at pictures of young Clint Eastwood, holy crap, they actually look a lot
And he's
alike.
been kind of doing stuff for a while. He's been semi-active.
No, he's a very and he's one of those people that didn't want to rest. Like he doesn't work. I don't think he works.
It's not
in his
nepotism.
Yeah. He's.
I mean, I'm sure there is a level. Let's be realistic.
Yeah,
But
but he's very good. Taron Egerton. I don't know about you.
like
Keanu Reeves is a little old. I think a little old to play.
but he
Old
is
man
Canadian, yes.
But they just is Keanu Reeves Canadian?
Yeah.
Is he? Yes. Okay.
Or at least he has lived in Canada. I thought he lived in Toronto before.
Oh, yep. It says Keanu is Canadian, just like Wolverine. I love how they keep
You
pointing
think
it out.
I'm Canadian? You think I can't sense a Canadian?
I like how they pointed out like you couldn't just teach an American to say a boot.
Oh my God, Canadian culture is much more complex than that.
And to
sir.
love maple syrup.
This is like horrible racism that I'm experiencing.
It's
You don't
okay.
even experience. You don't even know.
I'm
about
from
my culture.
Minnesota. I'm basically
You're
Canadian.
basically lower Canada.
I'm
but
basically
you're not.
I'm lower
But you're
Canada.
not.
I'm not Canadian.
No, I'm just kidding.
I apologize.
I am Canadian. Brett is from Lower Canada, but
Yes.
with this all in good fun.
So I do think that Keanu Reeves could do Old Man Logan, but they just did Old Man Logan with the movie Logan by James Mangold. So I don't think they're really going to look to. I think they're looking. Mangold.
So-
That's who directed it.
Oh, okay.
I just want to summarize. There is no Wolverine project, but if there were to be a Wolverine project, the internet thinks it should be Daniel Radcliffe.
They're already talking about bringing X-Men into.
Okay, so it is actually this isn't
Yes.
just someone being
No.
like.
Wait.
The
Lord knows
idea.
this- Okay.
I'm guessing the idea would be that they're not going to bring. They'll probably bring them in a secondary project first, introduced in like a post-credit scene, and then they would go straight into that movie.
Okay.
So
I like this better. If
it's fantasy booking. It's basically it's like fantasy
what are you
booking pro
growling
wrestling.
about over there?
I don't know. I don't feel right about it because who are they going to bring as our first X-Men revival?
Well, they're talking.
It is
about,
a revelation that he is short. Like I do feel like we should. In
I
fact,
got
factor
mind
this
blown.
in.
The Daniel Radcliffe thing made no sense to me until I found out how short he was, because I was like, I was one of, I'm not a purist so much.
Now I
I'm
kind
like,
of want him to do it.
Yeah.
So he said he has full on said no, or like
no, he just said, he goes no, and he's like, news to me. So like someday somebody was looking through when I was doing research for this, I found a list of like the 50 shortest actors, and it goes from like 5'7" down to like
and
Danny DeVito.
then you click the Canadian filter.
And the thing is like, as I got down and I realized that Daniel Radcliffe was on that list, I'm like, that rumor makes so much sense now. Oh.
Yeah, it makes actually tons of sense in that context. I would have never known, because again, not that he couldn't be super ripped or fit or whatever, but like you don't, given how kind of iconic,
Well, that's the
at
point.
least
They're
to me, the
short,
like
but super
Hugh
buff.
Jackman
Yeah.
like thing is like makes sense, but like okay.
It'll look even funnier because they'll probably give him like comic accurate costume, which means it's gonna be like yellow and skin tight.
The thing is like Scott Eastwood is very good looking, and so I sort of want it to be him. But now that we've talked about Daniel Radcliffe, that's the only one person I want it to be.
We're all set on Daniel. We're all in on Daniel Radcliffe.
Somebody
here.
call the studio. We voted yes.
Tell them we approve.
I wish we had like a Twitter account, like we can formally endorse him to be Wolverine from Pop Culture Crisis.
We do offer this, but yes, Hugh Jackman is much too big apparently to be Hugh Jackman.
But he already did it. So
but he already did it. So is
He's
that
too
canon?
big to be Hugh Jackman.
He's too big to be Wolverine.
I am not over this. Like, what do you mean? He's what?
I demand a short person representation in Hollywood.
That's what, when you brought that up, like as soon as Miracle announced it, like Brett's just doing this for his own cause.
It is. That's what we're
Legit,
doing.
my brain hurts now. I don't like this. You broke my reality.
I
Steve,
apologize.
How long have you known this?
That Wolverine was short?
Yeah.
A long time. I mean, I thought he was like 5'5" or 5'6", not 5'3".
5'3". Okay, did you Google a wolf? How tall is a wolf?
So it depends. It depends what breed, but a standard one measuring from the length, it is 105 to 160 centimeters. Sorry.
Okay, so let me do this conversion.
But
What? How tall is? Wait.
and then if you measure it from their tail,
Tail doesn't count.
okay, well fine.
Why
hind
not?
feet, and then to
Wait,
their
so you do
hind.
know it in feet.
So their feet, it is 200.
I'm
220.
Canadian. I don't actually operate off the metric system.
Okay, so it's 220.
All that
to-
damn American exceptionalism.
Oh my God! Let me say numbers. 220 and to 250 millimeters.
Again, like, okay, I'm proud to be Canadian, but I left the metric system behind.
Fine. And then I found a question.
Hold on, I found it. 160. It's loading. It's loading. It hates me. It's trying to prevent me from doing my job. Did you find it?
5'3". Oh no, that's actually about Wolverine.
I want real wolves.
I meant to type wolf.
Brett went on default.
2.6 to 2.8 feet.
No, that's just
wait,
regular height.
that doesn't make any sense either.
Adult.
No, that's
That's
regular.
like if they're on all fours.
We're talking about hind legs, Brett, and
okay.
it sends you.
Well, this is Google screwing me over here.
Okay.
No, that's not my fault.
So, okay, Brett, of that list.
6.6 feet.
Okay, so Hugh Jackman is actually more on track for a real wolf.
Yes.
Just
yes,
not.
exactly.
So he's accurate to the real source material, we might say, but he's not accurate to the comic book source material.
Yes. So that is very sad.
So they're not totally like casting. It's not like they were just like being heightist. Like they're just going off real wolves.
Yes, they were not being heightist. That is true.
Hollywood is like breathing a sigh of relief. Like, oh gosh, we didn't actually offend the short people.
Yes.
Just throw a short person.
They're a short person.
I think
day.
it'd be fun if he was like a short Wolverine. Like
Yeah.
if that's original source material.
You okay?
Sorry, I felt a stink bug on me.
Okay, it happens. Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.